Pokemon is making its way on the channel as we take part in a new journey. Join us as we take on Fire Red. Now, here's how this campaign's gonna work. It's gonna be a lot like normal Let's Plays, but with a few twists. I have to battle every trainer. That includes gyms, hideouts, and routes. They can be in any order, and I can go to the Pokemon Center between battles. But if I ever white out, I have to reset my game to the last story progressed Pokemon Center and try again. Every time I first heal out of Pokemon Center, that creates a checkpoint. I can't be more than 5 levels above the ace of the next gym, and if I lose to the Elite Four or the Champion, that's the end of the run. Can I become the very best that Kanto's ever seen? Welcome to the GREEFLOCKE. Welcome back, everyone. I went ahead and did all the grinding and final team building off camera. We also got everyone up to level 62, so let's go ahead and do our final recap of the team. Our main lead is going to be Benny. I gave him the Quick Claw because he's a special attacker and physical tank, but he's slow. His moves are Thief, Psychic, Egg Bomb, and Giga Drain. Next is Jake, and I gave him Charcoal to boost his Flamethrower. He also has Fly, Rock Slide, and Brick Break for coverage. He's super fast and special, so Flamethrower is really all we need. Next is Watts, and he's a typical Magneton. But I did invest more in physical defense and speed. He's got Thunderbolt, Tri-Attack, Shockwave, and Thunder Wave. Then is Benya, holding a black belt we got from the fighting dojo. He's got good defense, speed, and attack. I put extra care in his stats because I love Poliwrath. He's got Surf, Hypnosis, Ice Beam, and Brick Break. Next up is Big Daddy Drax with a 170 invested speed and a massive 151 attack. Its poison point will be an issue if any mon wants to get physical. His moveset is Earthquake, Thrash, Brick Break, and Shadow Ball just for coverage. Last is my favorite Pokemon of all time, Pain. He's got the experience share because leveling up sucks for Dragonites. He's a pseudo and his stats reflect it. Look at that attack. He's got Inner Focus and his moves are Outrage, Aerial Ace, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. Y'all let me know down below if you think the team can beat the Elite Four and the Champion. And remember, if I lose to just one of them, the series is over. But I'm feeling fairly confident, so it's time to cement my name in Kanto history. Elite Four, here we come. We enter the first room and notice ice pillars throughout. I approach the trainer and she introduces herself as Lorelei. She tells me her prowess of ice got her this position, being the first challenge. I take a deep breath, and the gauntlet begins. Lorelei leads with Dugong as Benny starts us off. We Giga Drain as it safeguards. Lorelei then uses full restore, ruining my plan to thief its life points. I use another Giga Drain and take it out. She then sends out Lapras, so I switch to Watts and connect with a Thunderbolt. It hangs on and uses Confuse Ray. We manage to hit a Shockwave through Confusion and Lapras is no more. Next is Cloyster, so I switch back to Benny and one-shot it with Psychic. She then sends out Slowbro, so I switch back to Watts and connect with a super effective Thunderbolt, taking it out. Last up is Jinx, so I stand with Watts and Thunderwave as it connects with an Ice Punch. I switch to Jake and she misses Lovely Kiss as I use Flamethrower, defeating Lorelei. She hands in some cash and assures me that she was just a taste of what's to come. I heed her warning and heal up before entering the next room. Before me, a shirtless man and massive stone pillars erected around the arena. I talk to the man named Bruno, who claims to be a champion fighter. To me, he's clearly overcompensating for something. That comment enraged him, and we began our battle. He leads with Onix, not a fighting type, and I, Benny. I use Giga Drain and it goes down. Next is Hitmonchan that goes down to a Psychic before it even realized it was in a fight. Then he sends out Hitmonlee, who manages to connect with a Mega Kick before it falls to Psychic. Bruno then sends out another Onix, again, not a fighting type, so I switch to Benya and use Surf, taking it out. Last is Machamp, so I switch back to Benny and one more Psychic defeats Bruno. Not one to waste words, he tells me to go through and throws a tantrum. Maybe if he trained a little harder, he wouldn't get dunked on by everyone playing Gen 1. I make sure to heal the team before proceeding further. The next room, an elderly woman awaits me. Surrounding the arena is purple and gold pillars, almost like shrines. I speak with the woman who's named Agatha. Apparently, she and Professor Oak were once close, maybe intimate. Ugh. There are few things more deadly than a woman scorned, and she vows to get her vengeance on Oak through me. The battle begins, and I am terrified. She leads with a freaking Gengar, and I start with Benny, the true MVP of this team. Gengar double teams, but Benny is able to see through the illusion and connects with Psychic, taking it out. She then sends out Arbok, as Benny stays in connecting with Psychic, as Arbok misses, eliminating it. Then she sends out another Gengar, and it sludge bombs Benny and gets taken out with Psychic. Next is a Golbat that uses Air Cutter, and Benny takes it down with another Psychic. Are you guys seeing a pattern here? Last up is Haunter, who misses Hypnosis, and yep, you guessed it, a Psychic takes it out. Agatha is defeated by spamming one move and has a change of heart, allowing me to pass to the final room. I make sure the team is ready before entering. I walk down a long hallway leading to a single door. As I enter, it slams shut, sealed behind me. I stare at a man in a cape with fire for hair. Surrounding the arena appear to be giant claws of something. I approach the man, who introduces himself as Lance, a dragon master. He tells me dragons are mythical and powerful, and only the strongest trainers can harness their power. I laugh, knowing all too well about the trials and tribulations. See, I know all about pain. He leads with Gyarados, and for the first time, Pain leads the team. Gyarados' Intimidate cuts my attack as Pain connects with a Thunderbolt, eliminating it in return. Next is Dragonair. I stay in and use Ice Beam, and it goes down. He sends out another one, and it holds on with a sliver of health as it paralyzes Pain with Thunder Wave. Lance uses a full restore, but I decided to go for Aerial Ace and crit away its life points. He then sends out his own Dragonite. Not wanting to lose a speed challenge because of paralysis, I switch to Binya Binya and use its own Ice Beam, freezing it solid. One more Ice Beam knocks it out. He then sends out Aerodactyl, and it wing attacks as I miss Ice Beam. It wing attacks again, and I correctly use Surf, finishing the battle. Lance congratulates me, but tells me there's one more challenge named Algo. God damn. Apparently he came through earlier and is now the champion. How did that scrub get past the Elite Four? Whatever. At least I know what he's gonna lead with. I enter the final room, ready to claim my title. I waste no time engaging with him. This whiny little brat has a god complex, and it was time to humble him once and for all. He leads with his stupid bird, and I lead with Watts, thunderbolting it and taking it down. He then sends out Arcanine, so I switch to Binya Binya and use Surf, as it flamethrowers a water type. Algo uses a full restore, and 2 more Surfs take it out. He then sends out Alakazam, and not messing around this time, I bring out the Pain Train and Outrage. Alakazam uses Psychic, but only makes Pain angrier. He then sends out this dick, so I switch to Binya Binya and manage to beat it off with some moisture. Next is Executor, so Jake comes out and I misclick Fly and get put to sleep for my mistake. I decide to full heal and use Flamethrower. I'm not cheating. Shut up! It egg bombs and I use a flamethrower, then Algo uses his full restore. 2 more flamethrowers take it out. Last up is Blastoise, so I send out Watts and use Thunderbolt as it hydro pumps one-shotting Watts. I send out Benny as it bites and makes her flinch. Quick Claw lets me use Giga Drain before it can attack, and it goes down. Algo, for the last time, is defeated. The battle is over and the lights in the arena come up as Algo falls to his knees groveling. I almost feel bad for the kid. Out of nowhere, Oak comes up congratulating me and telling Algo the reason he lost is because he never really cared about his Pokemon, only the views he could get for them. He tells me the bond I have with my team is what led to my victory and to come with him to the other room. I enter a room that resembles a futuristic Pokemon Center and speak with Oak. He tells me this is the Hall of Fame, and he tells me I'm to be honored in the League of Champions and to place my team on the scanner so they can take their place in history. Watts, my special electric boy. Jake, my best bud from day one. Pain Train, my gentle giant. Binya Binya, the tough guy. Drax, don't make him angry. And Benny, the MVP. With this team, we became champions of Kanto and will forever be in the Hall of Fame. I entered my place beside them as league champion. We exit Indigo Plateau anxious to see what else is out there, just in time to see Algo run away in tears being chased by Oak. I have a feeling this is just the beginning. Until next time, Poke fans, this has been Griefus. Later.